Good morning. I woke up this morning feeling absolutely rubbish, but we've got to crack on with the day. It's Wednesday, we've got work to do. And I want to take you on a bit of a day in the life as I grow my small businesses and try and make a music career in 2026. So one of the tasks today is building a website, like a little clothing brand that we've been working on. And then I want to work a bit on a song that I'm doing. I've not figured out the chorus for it yet, but I have figured out the song. Like the song's done, I just need the chorus. I've got verses, I've got pre-choruses for that. And I think more importantly, I need to just get out of bed right now because I spent too much time on my phone this morning. And as you can hear, my voice is, we're screaming for water. We need water. Gotta get up, gonna get my day started. Gonna try and get some things done. Something that I'm trying to get better at on these videos as I begin to vlog again is the confidence to just kind of be in front of the camera when I might not look perfect or my hair's messy. I did have my coffee, but I wasn't gonna wait. I was so tired this morning. Starting to feel a little bit better as the day starts. It's really quite hard to video your day. I want to be able to talk to you all about everything. But obviously you're talking to a camera and rather than a person, and that's not the easiest thing in the world. I used to be really good at it when I was 12. But I think when you're 12 you have so much confidence. You can just kind of do whatever and you don't really care what people think. I think as you get older you start to think more about people's responses and kind of become more contrived. So I'm trying to just be conversational, talk to you about what I've talked to anyone about. I guess the best way to start is, what do I actually do? Well, I work full-time, have a full-time job because you've got to make money to live, unfortunately. And put petrol in your car, they're all just a part of it. But on the side of that, I run a couple of businesses. I co-own a digital agency, I have a record label that's currently not for profit. We'll have to see if we can develop that to something more sustainable. And then I've got my music, which I pursue as a hobby and also I'm trying to build into something special. Today, the main focus, our digital agency's website has been going through a rebrand. I'd like to get that done. I know my colleague has been working on it yesterday, so I just want to support him, see what I can get done in terms of moving that along a bit further. And then I'm also in the middle of building one of our clothing brands websites, which I might make a whole video about. I want to get that website launched in the next maybe 48 hours or something, and then I can kind of show you guys what's going on there, what that's all about. I want to get the social media accounts up to date and just see what that turns into. Then, as part of all of this, obviously I'm doing this YouTube channel, showing you the progression of the business, things I've learned along the way, what it's like, the struggles of running a business at 21. So if you've got any ideas of music content or anything like that you want to see, life lessons, business lessons, advice, tutorials, then comment down below, let me know what you want to see. I'm also trying to get better at making myself feel good and look good every day. I.e. doing this sort of makeup and nothing crazy, but just getting up and making myself feel a bit more dressed up, prepared for the day. It's so easy when you work from home a lot of the time to let yourself be comfy in joggers and pajamas, but it does definitely hinder you from getting out and getting going. When you want to go out or go for a walk, you have to then get ready, and then it takes a chunk of your day is gone, when if you were just ready in the first place, you could just get going and not have to take a second thought about it. I honestly think it's so cool that we live in an age where you can grow a business like this and have a community to share it with and grow with, because it must be so hard. I couldn't imagine starting a business and kind of being alone and not knowing who to share stuff with. Obviously I know you got family and friends and things, but sometimes it's good to get the opinions of strangers and people you don't know. Okay, I'm feeling all ready for the day. I'm gonna put some curl cream in, I'm gonna make some breakfast, get to my desk, and then we're gonna start the work day. So first thing on the list was rebranding the digital agency website. We've been working on this now for quite a while, and it's one of those things where you think you're done and then you find a new design element that you want to add into the website, and then it just keeps going and evolving. We got it to a place where we're actually happy genuinely with what we've got. and we think it's really, really good. So the mission this week is to get that launched. SEO optimized, all done, all dusted. So we've got the website up. The main mission at the moment is mobile optimizing. So we want the website to look as good as it can on mobile. And then once that's done, we should have the thumbs up to kind of get that out there and launch it. So I've been working on some stuff now for the last hour, feeling very positive, but something I've introduced in the new year is this. It's a little timer. I set it to 60 minutes, and after 60 minutes, I need to get myself moving, go do something different, just to kind of make sure that I'm not always sat at my desk, and actually also give my time to be healthy and get outside. The plan is to go for a walk, but I've not decided where we're gonna go yet. I want it to be nice, but it is really cold as well. You know, it's quite hard to enjoy a walk when it's -3 or 4, whatever it is in England right now. Okay, my hair's crazy, but I really underestimated how nice it was gonna be. It's really windy. Granted, there is literally like a warning for wind, but getting out does massively help me. I've been really struggling with, especially in my music, just to get anything out. It's quite easy when you have a task like finish this website. You know, it's like a set point, you build the pages, you know what you do. But it's quite hard when it's just something generic, like make a song. You have to come up with something from scratch, and that's never the easiest. Look, it's a bit windy right now. So when I get back, I'm going to talk about some of the things that I do, including going for walks to get over writer's block or creative block and create new ideas. Don't try too hard. In fact, try this challenge that I do. Write 5 songs in 1 hour. They don't have to be good. They literally can be the worst thing you've ever made. But the point is you're showing and proving to yourself that you can make something, you can create something, and it doesn't have to be that deep. I remember Ed Sheeran saying in an interview way back that he had to write 1,000 terrible songs for every good song that he made. Forcing ideas always results in my brain getting locked up and nothing ever comes. And the more frustrated you get, the more likely you're going to create nothing. So do what I just did, go for a walk, free your mind, or start on a new instrument. Maybe start writing a drum line, start with the lyrics, start with the guitar. Whatever you do normally, do something completely different. Start something and finish it today. Doesn't matter how big it is, it can be a small song, a little 20-second video. Just create something and prove to yourself that you can start and finish a task. It just kind of relaxes your mind, makes you realise you can move things forward and things aren't always as locked down as they might seem. Let's make another coffee and then let me show you the track that I worked on this first week of the new year. It's the first thing I've written in probably 3 months, so I was very excited. Before we continue this video, I want to talk about how you can support this channel. I've always struggled with my skincare, and the last couple of weeks I've been using this Paula's Choice 2% BHA. Now, just to clarify, this video is not sponsored by them, but since using this product, especially on areas here and here that have always been bad for me, I've noticed them get clearer and I'm feeling better about my skin. So, to help this channel out, I put a link in the bio where you can buy this, and I earn a little bit of a commission every time one of you gets the product. So I'm always going to recommend products that I'm using right now that have benefited me. Head to the link and you can buy it there and help me out. So as you know, my writer's block has been terrible recently until about last week when I managed to get somewhere. And that's because I followed the techniques that we've covered in this video. So I'm going to show you my Ableton screen. I'm going to show you where we started and how I got to a song. So I always think the best place to start is on here, on the guitar. Something basic, you know? It doesn't have to be crazy. Maybe you've written a word or phrase down, something you've been thinking about, something that's been on your mind. And then I just went like that. We're a little out of tune, but you get the point. I just played a couple chords. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be up here. It can be anything. It can be finger picking. Just something to get the idea going. So start off with a voice note, get the chords down and get the idea down. Now for this song, my original chorus vocal melody actually didn't end up being the final one. And I'm still trying to figure out what it is. But the chords allow me to start with the bass line. And you can see in this case that I've gone for a MIDI bass, but that was just preference in the moment. So we've got the chords. And from there, I like to add some maybe like pads and things like that. So we stick with anything that's digital really, and a bit of drums. So these are all from Splice, which it's up to you. You can record your drums or you can use Splice. I think it's just important to make sure that you use Splice in a way that you're still being creative. Okay, so I love all that. And then after that, I started adding real guitars recorded using an amp. All atmospheric. And then we start adding like more rhythm-based guitars. Playing the chords that we came up with. And it sounds a bit chaotic, but you got to remember in a band, say there's like 3 guitarists, you've got the high atmospheric, you've got the lead and you've got the main rhythm player. So it can be quite aggressive sometimes. There's nothing wrong with a bit of grit. Then I came up with the main lead line. So you can tell that right now all we've done is gone from a couple chords to some atmosphere using the key that you're in, and then a little lead line. And immediately you've got a song. So you can see how just by leaving yourself open to coming up with something, like I said, you just get it down on your voice notes app. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. You can get to a song. So here's what we got to in terms of the main chorus instrumental. Okay, and now basically what I do from here is just keep singing different melodies, different lyrics over the top. Now, like I say, right now I haven't landed on anything here, but that's because I only wrote this like 5 days ago. And so I'm giving myself time, I'm giving myself space from the song. I've made the chorus instrumental, I'm really happy with that. And now it's down to lyrics and vocals. But if you haven't got anything to talk about, there's no point talking about it yet. You've got to wait until something happens. So I've been carrying my notepad around and I'm just waiting to hear something interesting. I'll see a story that I want to tell. And from there, we'll start making some vocals and seeing what happens. So I hope today's video helps some of you out there with your creative block. Just remember, give yourself space, don't make it so pressured, and come up with something bad, because those 3 chords and that cringy melody might end up being a song like I showed you today. Then you change the lyrics and the vocals later. Or maybe you'll start off with the chords, find a vocal melody that you like, and then change the key, or make the chords more interesting. Just start from the basics. It's okay to write a song with C, F, A minor, G, and then just see where it goes, and then start to be creative once you've got the bass chords down. I think that's a really good place to start. And a little bonus note, carry a little notepad everywhere and just start writing stuff down. So if you've enjoyed today's video, thank you for watching, and comment down below what you want to see in the future. I really appreciate if you got to the end of this video, and I'm looking forward to talking to you all soon.